friends, it's Nancy, and I'm back to do the next part of the 50 stack challenge. Okay, so I created this earlier this week. This was the first challenge. It was the color red. So it's an envelope covered in a vintage receipt of some kind with red print on it, and inside is a postcard with a lady in red with red hair and red hat and some fabric with red and a red rose and a red label. So that was the first challenge. Second challenge this week was paint, so we're going to see how that works. So I have another envelope here and I want to cut it down. So I'm going to cut it down like so. So this was a challenge for me because I don't have a lot of paint. I have gold paint and I bought that specifically for a project. But I have this chalk paint that's meant for furniture, walls, and paint effect. So we'll see how it goes. I think I'm gonna cut it down. Let's go with 7 inches. Now, I want to cut this square here. So my intention is to have both a flip out and a window. So a window pocket. So this part would go on a page like this, and there'd be a pocket here, and on this side that would flip out for writing. Does that make sense? Okay, so the first thing I want to do, I think I'm going to take this off and replace it, because it's just way too crinkly for me. That's the only problem with coffee dyeing, is I don't like what happens with the plastic in the windows. It's just too bumpy and wrinkly. It bugs me. So if you haven't heard of the 50 stack challenge, this is a challenge issued by Amy Crafty Cat on her channel. I think this will be a Monday thing for her. You can join in the challenge by posting pictures with the hashtag 50 stack challenge. She's using guest checks. I know Carol Laws is joining in. She's using tags. And I am using 50 junk mail envelopes. So because this is the first week, it's not too late to get started. Might be too late if I take any much longer getting this plastic off. Well, that's just going to have to be good enough, because I don't have time. I don't have time for this. So, happy weekend. Got big plans? I have big plans for Sunday. Catherine and I are meeting in Toronto for a date. So I have this receipt from 1931, which I thought I would cover the envelope with. So I guess we can start with that. It's from St. Joe's Hospital. They send me my annual reminder to get checked at the cancer clinic. I just got another letter yesterday reminding me my appointment's coming up on the 29th of August. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be, and all's well, all's clear for another year. Nothing to get excited about. But it is super nice to get that reassurance every year. I'm just going to cut out this window with my X-Acto knife. Okay. I guess I can trim off the extra bits here. So our date on Sunday is to see an art exhibit, Rita Kahlo Immersive. So the idea is, I don't know what the idea is, but we're going. I'm sure we'll get up to some kind of shenanigans, knowing us. Definitely be lunch because we are super food motivated. And it will be Sunday, so I doubt there's going to be any shopping, but we'll see. All right, those little whiskers are gone. Um, so this will be the pocket, and this will be the tip out. So writing can happen here. Now I've got a picture of a lady here that I thought I might add. She's going to need a little bit of work to remove little windows here from her croquet mallet. This picture came from a book I got yesterday at the thrift store, and it was all about fashion trends, I think. I can't remember. So this particular chapter was about corsets. So a little bit of ink, just to sort of finish it off. Okay, and now we can't forget about the part where we need some paint. So I have a stencil somewhere. Here it is. What's going on with my computer? What's going on? I think it's okay. I will use some tape, some painter's tape, if I can find it. I'm not seeing it. Well, maybe we'll have to do without. We'll just have to be tricky that way. It's supposed to look like that. So what I'm going to do is just sort of stencil this on by using this stiff brush. It's not a stencil brush, but it was but it was a stiff brush I had. Let's take a closer look. Okay. So I need to let this dry for a bit and clean up my mess. Be back in a minute. Okay, I think it's dry. So first thing I want to do a little inking. Tricky. Didn't take long for this paint to dry, which is good. So I sort of want to I'm going to put a little mark here. Before I forget. Okay. Now I had a little piece of acetate, I mean. So I'm going to glue that down. See if I can get any glue out of this thing. I left my glue without the cap on for a couple of days. So far, so good. Now this side won't be seen. So I'm just going to add some Scotch tape so pulling things in and out won't lift up the little window. I guess this is a little wide. We don't want the window to interfere. Okay, where'd my lady go? Anybody see where I put her? Oh, there she is. You know what? I'm going to do an amputation on that hat, because that hat is super ugly. So I'm going to take this big thing off the top. That's better. I wonder if I want to cut off part of her skirt. You know, I don't necessarily have to cut it off. Let's put a little bit of glue here. There we go. Wouldn't it be great to have a little lace here? Like that. let me demonstrate that one more time. So say this was a page in a journal. This would get glued on here like that, and we would have a pocket here. And on this side, this would flip out, and there's all kinds of space there to make a list or add some notes or some little pictures. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Maybe it's just a little too blue. Let's grunge it up a bit. That's better. I like that a lot better. Okay. So there's number 2, paint. And I promised myself I will stick the nozzle in here, or the cap on the nozzle, I mean. There we go. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Hope you thought this was interesting. If you're interested in taking part in this challenge, go over to Crafty Cat's channel, take a look. If you're interested in seeing other projects created by folks who are participating in this challenge, look for the hashtag 50 Stack Challenge. Take care. We're going to talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.